Hello and welcome. My name is Merely Adequate, and I'm coming to you from TWS Season 5. I've been having a few strange dreams lately, and I think it's because, I've kind of finished my starter base, and I have my shop built, and I finished the newspaper, and I think my subconscious was telling me that it's time to move on to something new. But I didn't know what it was until last night. I finally came up with it. But it's going to require a costume change. Can you wait a second? Okay, close your eyes. Go ahead, do it. Close your eyes. Hey, keep your eyes closed. Shoot, I dropped it. Okay, you can open your eyes. Ta-da! Oh man, I really am Hermes, messenger of the gods. I've got the wings on my hat and the wings on my shoes, and I am ready to go. I was just joking about being the messenger of the gods, but then I thought, well, why not? But not only this, but I think I have an idea of what to do for the rest of the season. Come with me over here and let me show you something special. There is Mount Olympus. That's right, the one and only Mount Olympus. I bet you didn't think I had a plan for this season. Well, I didn't, but I do now. Let's fly up there and talk a little bit about my plans. We have this incredible mountain. I think it's going to work beautifully, but it's going to need a little bit of terraforming because my vision for it is to be like a single peak just rising up like Mount Olympus. But the height is really good. Let's see. I forget that I don't play without my clouds turned on. 1 second. Let's turn the clouds on. I don't like playing with them. I think they look a little weird. That's why I don't play with them. But it'll work out really good in this situation because the height of this mountain is pretty much exactly the same height as the clouds. I think they're like 1 block above. So I think what we're going to do is make our own clouds. We'll have like a lenticular cloud going around the mountain that will hold up and support the temples and things that we make up here. But not only here around the mountain, but I was thinking that we could also have some other clouds that are out around in different areas away, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher, and we can put temples to like a bunch of the other gods. And that way we can have this whole area, this Mount Olympus with all the temples to all the gods. And I think it'll turn out really cool. It's going to be a big project. And the cloud situation is an interesting one. Let's head over to a creative world, and I can show you some of the thoughts that I've had about that. When it comes to making clouds in Bedrock, it's a little difficult. I looked online and did a little bit of research and did some experimenting on my own, and it's kind of hard to do. But I think I have a plan as far as a design goes, so I'm not too concerned about that. But the thing I'm mostly concerned about is my materials. What am I going to use? So one of my first concerns was creating a mob farm beneath a massive structure in the sky. And I really didn't want to do that to the realm. I didn't want to have all these mobs down below that, people could like run into or cause problems or lag or any of that stuff. So I was thinking, first of all, glass. This was my first thought. And we have this smooth glass on the server. And I was thinking of this white. I can maybe even throw in some gray or whatever. But if you layer it, then you can get thicker textures out of it. But when I experimented, it just wouldn't work. No matter what I did, it just was a clear view from the bottom to the top, unless I had something like 7, 8 plus layers with the gaps in between, and I just didn't want a 20 block thick cloud. So I had to say no to that. Well, of course, and the first thing that comes to mind after that is wool. I mean, it's already fluffy. It already looks like a cloud. And I was like, oh, that'd be beautiful. But then I made the newspaper, and it took me so long to get that white wool that I gave up on wool right away. All right? So, sorry if you were team wool, but I'm not going through that again. So then the next thing I thought about was snow. And you know what? I'm really happy with the idea of snow. At first I was concerned because I didn't want it to melt. And I do know that layers of snow on the ground will melt with different kinds of light. But you know what? Snow blocks will not melt. They stay as they are, and they also don't fall with gravity. So they would actually be a perfect block for this purpose. I was a little worried about making it or getting enough snow, but then I remembered I already have a design for a snow farm. I'll post a link for that below if you want it. So that's not really a concern. I can get plenty of it. But here's the one big problem. The top of the mountain is already covered in snow. And if I put a snow block right next to the snow, then it'll just look like more snow. So what I think I need to do is remove all the snow from the mountain. And I know that sounds like a big task, and it kind of will be. But by doing it, I'll also be getting a lot of snow that I can use for the clouds. And I'll just turn it into more of a stony type mountain. Maybe something more like, it's really more what I picture when I think of Mount Olympus, is a large stone mountain, powerful and strong, and not so much the snow-capped mountain. So I think this is going to be the plan. For those of you who are concerned about me creating an unintentional mob farm, I will just have to use a ton of those new light blocks that we have on the server. So that should hopefully solve all of my problems, except for clearing this mountain. So let me get to work, and after many hours, I'll be back. Oh my goodness, this took so much work. Oh man, I had to redo my pick and shovel so many times. And look at this chest monster. Look at this thing. This is how many materials I gathered from the snow and the ice, and I did a little bit of carving down of the stone. It's just insane. It took me so long. Oh, but it's mostly done. You probably saw below, there's still some stuff in the back and off to the side that I'll get to eventually. But I have to confess something. I didn't like it. When I finished it and I saw the final result, I kind of hated it. I was like, no, what did I do? What did I do? So I went online and I got a picture of Mount Olympus from Greece. And I compared it to what I had, and you know what? Actually, I'm happy. Let's see if I can remember to put a picture of Mount Olympus up here for you to see. I was thinking one of these, here, let's go across the valley. It's kind of a little far away. If I go across the valley and show you this mountain, you know, this is kind of a little bit what I was thinking. This is bigger than I want, and it's actually part of a huge chain as opposed to a single peak. This is kind of what I was thinking. But if you saw in that picture, it's really more of a super wide base with this section in the top poking up like this. Maybe a little bit more sheer than this one is. But you know what? I think it actually turned out very much like the original. Oh, there's Cat's cat. It turned out very much like the original Mount Olympus. And I guess, you know what? I couldn't be happier now. I'm so pleased with how it turned out. But it does need some more terraforming, and I'm not really the best at that. However, I saw something in the shopping district that I think can really help. And oh my goodness, if this works out, I'll be so lucky. Oh no, oh no. Okay, let's go to the shopping district and check this out. Oh no, they're everywhere. Ah! No! Oh no! Okay. Oh. Oh, I had all my armor off. That could have been bad. Running through the Nether just reminded me of something. We are having a build competition. We are having a Nether hallway build competition of who can build the most interesting Nether hallway to their base. You know, like these hallways that lead off of the highway here. Everybody has their own hall. And it's really fun to see what people do with them, if they make them themed to their bases or what they do. Some people you'll see here have already done some, and some of them still have work to do. But I don't know if I want to do it in time or not. The competition ends on Mother's Day, on February, I believe that's 14th. And the prize is 10 diamond blocks, so it's pretty good. So maybe I should give it a try. In the middle of clearing my mountain, I came over here to the shopping district to just take a look around because it was taking a very long time to clear things and to go through my shops. I do it every once in a while. I do okay. As you see, I've sold some blocks there and, you know, I'm keeping up with it. But I really wanted to check on my newspaper shop at... What? What is that? Look at this! Ah! This is amazing! I'll get rid of that. Look at this shop! I love Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Oh, it's Cat's Sand Shop. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Oh my god, I love the... So... we have the Winnie the Pooh there, and now we've got Wile E. Coyote. You know what? I'm going to make a shop just so I can continue the cartoon theme. Oh man, that is amazing. Okay, all right. So sorry, very distracted. Oh, I keep picking up things. I came into my shop to look on profits, and I've done really well. As a matter of fact, check this out. Ooh, it's just so much to see in the shopping district. Okay, all right, you're getting distracted. I only have 3 of my subscriptions left. Now, these don't sell very much after the initial sale, because now people have their subscriptions. They don't need to buy more. But I can't believe I almost sold out of these. And then over here, I only got 6 of these things left. And these do, I mean, every time there's an addition, I get a few more sales out of this. So this has been going really well. However, I wanted to check out the ad space to see if I needed to talk to anybody about ads, and this is what I found. Aquam has a terraforming service, and he's requested to buy ad space. That could not be more lucky. I think I'm going to ask him if he'll make a deal, and if I'll give him free ad space, if he'll give me a discount on some terraforming for my mountain. So I'm going to reach out to him, and I'll let you know later what he says. Okay? All right. Now that I've removed all this snow, you would think that I have enough snow to actually do my build, but I don't think I do. It's going to be a lot of snow in multiple layers and different areas. So I need to build myself a kind of a big snow farm. And something that big, we're not allowed to build at our bases, you know, to prevent lag. So I have to go out to an area just beyond 3,000, which is where we're building our farms. So let me gather a few resources. I'm going to need a little bit of snow, 4 pumpkins, Lots of wood for chests and hoppers. A few stacks of glass. A good bit of iron. And finally, various pieces of redstone. Now we take all our materials out 3,000 blocks and build a platform over the water so that the snow golems won't melt. The platform needs to be a fairly decent size because I'm planning on building 4 complete snow farms together. Oh, no way. It seems no matter how hard I plan, I always seem to be 1 or 2 blocks short. Now I'm using so many chests because this farm creates snowballs, and it creates a ton of them. And if I want to try to AFK, I'm going to need a very large storage system to hold it for the 3 hours of AFK time that we can get on our server before it resets. Now that the storage system is in place, I need to set up some redstone. So I'm going to have a hopper clock going back and forth to push pistons left and right to push the snow golem around, creating snow and breaking snow and giving me my snowballs. So yeah, let's just throw in some pistons. We'll run some redstone lines behind them with a clock at the end. Okay, here's the last of the redstone, some comparators and repeaters, and I thought that's it. Let's give it a bit of a test. Throw something in, whatever, and there it goes. Now we'll enclose the upper areas around the pistons so that the snow golems don't fall out. Place in a couple snow and a jack-o'-lantern to make a golem in all 4 of the chambers. Give it one final test to make sure it's working. There it goes. And there's some snowballs. Alright, perfect. Now that I know that it works, I need to know that it'll work for 3 hours without overflowing. So I'm going to AFK for 15 minutes, then do the math and see if I have enough storage. Okay? Let's give it a go. Alright, 15 minutes has passed and, well, that's 1 full double chest and a bit more. Okay, that is, for 15 minutes, that's considerably more. Okay, they look like they're all this way. So that's considerably more than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that's even more, okay. So it seems like for each section, we get a little over a double chest for every 15 minutes, which if I do the math correctly, that means I need more than 12 double chests. 13, 14 maybe. So I'm gonna have to extend this. I guess let's go get some materials and yeah, we'll come back and we'll greatly increase the size of this storage. I think I'm gonna need to spend some diamonds in the shopping district to get enough material for this project. Right. I took my wings off. Yeah, I definitely had to come to the shopping district to get a few more materials. Oh, hey, it's generic. Yeah, I didn't have near enough wood or iron to get this project done. Hey, hi, you coming? I didn't have near enough to get this project done, and so we're going to get a few diamonds. What's, uh-oh. Crud. Bad things happen whenever it freezes like this. Let's restart it and see what happens. Last time it froze like this, I was taken thousands of blocks away, so I'm glad I got my elytra, I can get back. But let's see here. It's taking longer than normal. I wonder if something's going on with my computer, if there's something going on with the server. Not quite sure. Okay. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait, this is spawn. How do we get here? What? Well, no surprise that we're standing here right now. Sometimes things happen when you play online, and now we're here. So I guess we need to make an addition into the death book. I was really hoping not to have to add an addition for many more pages. You know, I had almost 150 levels. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, this happens and you just gotta move on. So let's see, portal malfunction, we'll call it. I would have called this the worst loss of gear, but I do have backups of everything, so I guess I'll reserve the worst loss for if I lose all my gear with no backups. So, okay. Well, you know, I think I'm going to turn tragedy into something special. I think I have an idea that I want to change what I've been doing with my armor. Let me go do a little bit of work, and I'll be back. Okay, I've made a change. Are you ready to see it? Here we go. Boom! Look at me! Look at the gold armor! It looks so good with the skin! And with the hat, with the wings poking out. Look, you can even see it better here. See the wings poking out of the hat? The wings only show a little bit through the shoes, but gold looks amazing. And I know it's not the best armor, but you know, I have it ramped all the way up. I've got respiration and aqua affinity so that I can take my messages to Poseidon and the sea, and I'm wearing the gold so I can take my messages to Hades and hell, and I love it. I know it's a little bit riskier than, you know, netherite armor, but I think it looks amazing. Oh. Well, today's been filled with highs and lows, and I'll have to finish the snow farm between episodes, but I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it adequate.